Good evening, everybody. We're going to do some 3D NES gaming tonight. That's right, 3D NES gaming. We are not going to modify. We're not going to change anything. But we are going to do 3D NES gaming. This is accomplished through an emulator. And the emulator is available on Steam. So let's get into it. All right. We're going to go for Contra here. Now, as you can see, it looks really similar. Sounds real similar to what you would understand is normal. But you can do this, and I'm not using anything crazy for a controller. It's kind of like a Super Nintendo, or I'm sorry, it's more like a Xbox controller from 8BitDo. And this allows me to use one of the joysticks to control the 3D motion, up and down, left and right. Welcome to the chat room, Joe. Good to see you. All right, let's try to play this. Okay, I want the rapid. And of course I died. Let's change it up a little bit here. And this is like it's a pseudo 3D mode, but all they're doing is taking the original information that's available and kind of pulling it out. It's this, there's nothing, they're not adding anything to this. It's not like they had to develop a whole new game. This is actually using the NES ROM. So it's not like a remake or a demake or anything. This is the actual NES ROM running this and controlling this. I'm trying to get to this part here. Aw, game over. And the cool thing is it doesn't just work with that game. They've got a whole set of games this does work with to varying degrees. I've played around with a couple of them. So far, Excite Bike is the game. And again, these are just regular NES ROMs. You can get this emulator on Steam. It's called 3D Sen. 3D SEN. I think it cost $4.99 or something like that. It's totally cheap. Okay, so with Excite Bike, it looks like it shakes a little bit. Wow, you can go upside down all the way around. Spin this thing in complete 3D, it looks like. But you can see these are the actual sprites that they're using. They're just calling them out in 3D. It's pretty genius because the NES is based on layers, and those layers really are really full of this data. It's just a matter of pulling it out into a visually pleasing manner. And that's exactly what this emulator is doing. And you can see it's certainly not perfect. You could go through and, you could make these a lot better if you were to break each individual game out. And the reason it only works with specific games is because people have taken the time to take this data and massage it and make it a little bit better. That's what makes it cool. This. Wow, okay. Really messed up this game so I can't see it. So you can definitely mess things up so you can't see them. Get it back to a place where I can play the game, huh? Kind of like that. So this will be the worst lap time ever. To have that 3D Excite Bike guy, I mean, this is the way to play. This is almost the way you kind of remember it in your mind's eye, but it wasn't ever this good. It really wasn't. Oh, I overheated. So let's explore some of the other games that this emulator is capable of. I mean, there is a list here. It's 7 pages long with, let's see, 4, so 12. There's a lot of games here. Let's see if I can pick out a couple of favorites. Oh, Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. All right. This one is for my buddy Pablo Artigas. Look for him on Twitch. Here's Metroid, but now this is in 3D for the original NES. Move it around a little bit. I'm just interested in seeing defeat the Metroid of the planet Zebeth, which is Zebes in future games, but we won't get into that. And destroy the Mother Brain, and I missed the rest of it, but I know most of it. Metroid. See, while everybody else is busy playing Metroid Prime Remastered or trying to find a copy of that. Destroy the mother brain. But I don't want to. Mechanical Life Vein. Galaxy Federal Police. M510. And I know there's a very famous cheat code, but let's just go right into the start. Oh wow, this is... Wow, I got hurt right away because I just wasn't prepared for the 3D-ness. It really changes the game. I mean, you're used to looking at it straight on, but even straight on, it looks a little different. Oh. I didn't know I could zoom in and out either. Learning new stuff all the time, so I could actually zoom in and out on this. That makes a difference. So this is a door. It actually has a 3D aspect to it. That's cool. But that makes it a lot more like Super Metroid. Wow, this and the perspective really truly has thrown me off. I'm not that bad at this particular game. My goodness. I haven't gotten the ball yet, so I can't go there. Oh, I forgot those guys come back. Well, even Game Over is in 3D. Just amazing. Okay, so let's take a look and see what other cool stuff we got. How's it going, Grapey? Good to see you. Let's take a classic. Let's look at the NES version of Pac-Man. Not too much on the title screen. It's about as 3D as you can ever expect Pac-Man to be. Till they got to those 3D games. This one's pretty lackluster. Excite Bike was cool. This one, meh. It makes it a little more difficult to hit your marks when it's in this 3D mode. It really, really does. Alright. Let's try something. Scroll to the end here. Yes. Tetris. here, press start. Oh yes, Tetris. Now that's very 3D. I like it. I know they made Tetris 3D, but why when I can have this version? Alright, let's see how quickly I can die in this version. Oh, wait, I can zoom in and out. That's right. Okay, cool. That makes it a little better. So it looks like it works on a lot of different types of games. They didn't just focus on one type of game, but it certainly isn't the entire catalog. Yeah, that really looks... Tetris really looks and works great in this mode. I could sit here and play many hours of this. And I think under normal circumstances I would. But I'm trying to show everybody out here what's going on with these other games. I'm interested in finding out some of these other games here. Zelda 2, okay. I haven't played this one, so we have to go through the... I think it's under T for the Adventures of Link. Oh, which would be in a different folder. Of course. The Adventures of Link. Where's the? A for Adventures of Link. Z for Zelda 2. Hey, there we go, it is. Okay, that looks pretty good. Just curious, what is... Oh! Wow! Somebody has taken all the time to break these sprites out and to make it look fantastic. That's a labor of love. Somebody took some time into this. Even though it's really not, you know, it's not super difficult to work with this from what I understand. Okay, so then we go to this overhead view, which again has that same kind of shaky thing that Excite Bike did, but that's okay. Try to avoid these guys. Boop. It's pretty awesome. Then you come back into this mode. Return the crystal to the palace in Parapa. Maybe I don't want to, lady. If all else fails, use fire. Wow, I am definitely going to try to play the game through this way. This is just... I'm thoroughly impressed. When they say it adds another dimension to games, this is the most literal way of doing that here. Yeah, this is just great. And the fact they can do this with just a small little emulator, and there's not like a whole lot of extra, there's no modification to the ROM, there's no decompiling, they're not doing anything crazy. Pretty genius. I don't want to say it's simple, but it's just extrapolating data that already exists and then adding the separation data, how far you want things away from each other. Just great. You have to play Mario. I mean, come on. So this is supposed to look like a stage to begin with. Super Mario Brothers 3. Classic of classics. Oh, bye-bye. That's what happens when you reverse your buttons on your controller. But truly, all I'm really interested in is looking at this, what they've done with this. This is just amazing. Again, not easy. I don't want to ever say that it's easy. But the fact they're doing it with unmodified ROMs and not a whole lot of muss and fuss, it's just fantastic. Let's see what else they've got to offer. Wrecking Crew, Spider Popeye, Snow Ninja Gaiden. Gaiden 3. Gaiden 3. Super Bat Puncher? I don't know. Let's take a look at that one real quick. I don't know if I have that, but I'm certainly going to look at it. Super Bat Puncher. I don't ever remember that being a real game. That might be something that is a um, like a hack or a aftermarket. Super Bat Puncher, yeah. I'll do a little bit of Googling because they also have Flappy Bird. Yeah, there's an NES version of Flappy Bird. Ninja Gaiden. Okay, 3. Cutscenes looked pretty darn good. Well, I can't tell you. I know it says the ancient ship, but in 3D, the ancient ship of doom does look bad. Oh, this is pretty good too. A lot of rich texture. I have never played this game before. I don't know anything about it. Why are there alien dudes? I can't tell you. Cool. I don't know anything about this game. But I tell you what, I am definitely going to get into it. It looks great. I'm overwhelmed. I want to look at more. More. What else do we have? So they've got the original Legend of Zelda. Got the Mega Mans in here. At least 1, 2, and 3. Gradius, Gyromite, Galaga. Yeah, they've got Flappy Bird and Flappy Bird FPV, which I know to be ROMs you can purchase or find on the internet. Ghosts and Goblins, Dragon Warrior 1. Now that's a game that I've been wanting to get back into. Dr. Mario, Donkey Kong, Dragon Warrior 2, Castlevania. Let's Wow, there's so many great choices here. they've got Duck Hunt. I just want to look at it. I'm not going to be able to play it because I do not have, you know, obviously I'm on an emulator here. I just want to see. Wow. So technically, if we pipe this through a CRT and had the, there are some conversion kits to make this work. That would be fantastic. Okay, so that's a save for later, that's for sure. And Hogan's Alley, same thing. Mega Man 3 is one of my all-time favorite games. Let's play that. Okay. Well, not much 3D here. Buzzed, yeah. The separation in the background here truly makes this an experience, because when you're playing this game normally, all these layers are layered on top of each other. They're not separated out. This makes it so you can really appreciate what they've done with this game. Boy, I am really bad at this. Yeah, the separation of these layers into 3D really lets this game take on a whole new life. Wow. I'm just consistently amazed with how good this is. The world is veiled in darkness, the wind stops, the sea is wild, and the earth begins to rot. The people wait, their only hope, a prophecy. When the world is in darkness, 4 warriors will come. After a long journey, 4 young warriors arrive, each holding an orb. Ah. this is the original Final Fantasy. And again, I'm just curious. Just trying to see what this looks like. Somebody has gone to a lot of trouble. Doing a little bit of reading on this emulator, there's a developer style program to let you... That's what I was waiting for. Yeah, that's cool. There's a way to take any game and then do this with it. And again, it doesn't take a whole lot. It's you're mainly separating out all the layers that are already existing. Dr. Mario's not as good as Tetris. No. Doesn't feel like it's quite as polished. Not a huge fan of that in 3D, unfortunately. Guess we'll start an easy DuckTales game. I've not played this game. I know they remastered it. I know it's a classic. Again, haven't played it. Amazon, Transylvania, African Mines, the Himalayas, or the Moon. I mean, those are some crazy choices. Shoot for the moon, you'll land amongst the stars. Do I have a weapon? Or can I just jump? Looks like I can just jump. And I can't jump on that guy. I am extraordinarily bad at this. But it does look good. Never said I was good at these games, just said that I like them a lot. Some of them are extraordinarily difficult not being in a third dimension. Road Fighter. Wrecking Crew. I don't know what Zooming Secretary is either. Some of these are very... I'm going to have to look them up. They are definitely not standard NES games. Castlevania 2. Ah, very, very cool. like the 3D effect it has. Step into the shadows of the Hell House. Read more when it comes over again. Step in the shadows of the Hell House. You've arrived back here at Transylvania on business. Destroy forever the curse of the evil Count Dracula. Castlevania 2. Simon's Quest. Press start key. I press game start, player. Okay, well, I'm glad I don't have to hurt them. Again, talk about making things the third dimension. Talk to these people. Not trying to... Wow, it's just so darn good. Now somebody please, 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 Fazandu. We need that one. I always had the hardest time getting the stairs in this game. This makes it a lot easier. That 3D orientation makes more sense in this mode. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Veros. Well, good for that town. I want the clues here. Who's this cloaked, unruly looking dude? Anything to say? Buy a white crystal? Do I have enough? Sure, I'll buy a white crystal. No. Yeah, this really takes... This just takes Nintendo games all to the next level. I'm absolutely loving this emulator. It's like the best $5 I've spent in a long time. I'm just going to pop over real quick and look up on the Steam website the 3D Sen emulator. It has got a very positive rating. And it is currently $9.99. Let's play with another old classic. DuckTales, Dr. Mario, what do we got? After playing a couple of these, I gotta do it. I gotta look at Spy Hunter. I wanna look. Let's take a look here. Spy Hunter. Spy Hunter. Wow. Forgot you can't blow the, you can only blow the red guys up. Come on. Can't blow your van up. Can't blow those guys up. Those guys hurt you. It's been so many years since I've played this game. And this just, it really gives you a whole different view on it. This is fun. I wish they had some other racing games. Yeah. I don't know what Road Fighter is. I don't think I have that. Road Blasters, Ring King, Renegade, no Road Fighter. Again, some of these might be third-party games that have been made after the fact. I think I'm going to have to go for The Dark Knight. Batman. Oh, I remember this. It's been a lot of years, but I remember it. Wow. I am just seriously impressed with this emulator. That's what I was looking for. I loved this game. I had played 10s and 20s, and I would stay up for a day and play this game. Rented it from the local grocery store. The IGA grocery store. So it says BER in the background instead of beer. That's interesting. Right, it's been just a little bit here. I am going to take a short break. I will be right back. Thanks everyone for joining.